Okie dokie, off you go.
Hey everyone, I know it's a couple of weeks late, but Happy New Year to you all. We hope that you and your families had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's as well. So thank you also for all your suggestions on different tips that you'd like us to do. It's very encouraging and gives us a lot of material that we can work on and share with you guys through the year. So, but today, for today's Tip Tuesday, we're going to be going through, well, we're going to be sowing some seeds. So I don't know whether you remember just before Christmas or around early November, we collected seed off our lithops. So now we're going to show you sowing them, but before we do that, we're going to go through a seed raising mix just for lithops. So I've got a few ingredients here. So we've just got potting mix, which is just regular. So this doesn't have any fertilizer in it, slow release. And what I've actually done is I've screened it. So I've just used some snake or mouse mesh. So about 5 to 6 mil wide squares. I just haven't got around to building a bit of a frame, so it's a bit more sturdier. So this is a great thing to use, or you can use like a pasta strainer or something like that. Something that, yeah, around 1 to 5 mil, well 5 mil at the most is perfect. So we've got a potting mix which I've screened. So I've taken all the large chunks out of bark and a bit of coir and peat. We're going to use zeolite. So you want a little bit of percentage of organic, which is your potting mix. So we're going to be using, let's say, 40% of your potting mix. And I'm going to show you how we're going to make it much simpler when we're adding everything together. So mineral or gritty is also called. So we're going to use zeolite and also granite. So I've just got this from a local landscape supplier, which comes in all sorts of different size stone, and I've just screened that all so it's much finer and better for the lithops. So what we're going to do is 40%, so 4 parts regular potting mix. Then we're going to go with 3 parts zeolite and then 3 parts granite. So I'm just going to use a 100 ml pot. Very simple, very easy. I'm going to put it into this container. But what I'm going to show you first is, it's just easy for me. So once I screened out the granite, you'll notice all these larger chunks in here. And what I'm laying them just on the bottom just to cover up as much of the larger holes, because when I go to water the seed and the seedlings, I don't want all this material to drain away. So it's a perfect way to reuse your larger chunks of mineral, or the granite. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a container. I'm going to grab 4 parts. I'm just going to throw it in here. So 4 parts of the potting mix. So lithops don't need a lot of fertilizer. So once these guys start germinating, we're just going to add, give them a little bit of sea salt. It's not a fertilizer, but just to help them, to build a bit of immunity. How many was that? I've lost count. 3.
3, I think.
That's 3.
I wasn't counting either.
And just helps to build a really good, strong root system, man. For the lithops, the root system is so important. So that's 4 there. Then we're going to go with 3 parts of our granite. Just like that. And 3 parts zeolite. Group level. Go, and 1 more. And then all I'm going to do is just mix that as best as I can. Mix.
What was the quantities did you say, Michael?
So it's 4 parts regular potting mix. Then I've gone 3 parts granite and 3 parts zeolite. So 60%, 6 parts of your gritty mix or mineral mix. It's just the same thing. So you want a bit of a higher mineral mix as opposed to your regular, your potting mix, because you want it to drain really well. Lithops don't like sitting in water for too long. They want it to drain really well. So this is great for your seedlings. Once you start getting into potting them into, once they've gone through you start pricking them out, putting them into the individual pots, then you'll probably drop the regular potting mix or your organic mix. So you can use compost too, down to 2 parts, and then 8 parts of mineral mix. So I think that's pretty good. there. And then all I'm going to do is just grab it. And I'm just going to pop it over these larger rocks here. Just like that. You want it pretty close to the top. Looking pretty good. A bit more. One more. Sorry. Okay, then I'm just going to get rid of that because I don't need that anymore. All right. So you can pat it down with your hands. You can even just get a small little block of wood and just kind of compact that. Not too hard though, but just to flatten it enough. And then all we're going to do is, there is a bit of enough granite there, but what I like to do is just a layer, only a couple mil, few mil, just on top, all the way around on our mix. I'm just using the zeolite. It's a bit finer than the granite, so I just find it's just a little bit better for this next part.
So don't put granite on top, because I'm pretty sure you just said put granite on.
Oh, sorry, I mean zeolite. Yeah, you can use the granite if it's fine enough. That's okay. I just like using the zeolite because it's a little bit finer than the zeolite that than the granite that I use. So that's
About 20 seconds.
pretty good there. And then all we would do then is, well, that's pretty much it for the mix. And then the next process, which in the next video, we'll show what we'll do with the seed, and we're going to also use sand as well. So hopefully you found that helpful. Yeah, tune into the next video. Keep liking, subscribing, tell your friends and family. Sorry. Have a great week, and we'll catch you next week. See yous.